little bit on what sets one piece that sets Yole apart, at least from my perspective, from a market analyst, is we also have a sister company, System Plus Consulting, that does teardown work. So from the perspective of a market analyst and forecasting the market, it's very useful, invaluable to be able to have that access to. It's a very granular component level data coming out of our teardown division. And in fact, when we see or expect new devices to be hitting the market, I could just pick up the phone and get a teardown in the pipeline for those kinds of things. So it's one of the things that I think sets us apart as well. Moving ahead to what we're going to, sorry, there we go. So before we get into the automotive and smartphone processor space, it's useful to look at the lay of this land from the perspective of what is being processed and where is it ending up. The spectrum we consider here, looking at sensors on the left, up to ISPs, up to vision processors, and ultimately up to more complicated fusion platforms. They certainly lie on a spectrum of, in a dimension of the amount of data being processed, the performance of those processors, and power consumption. They also, in the same regard, they live in a dimension of their price. So in the sensor space, we're processing sets of pixels. In the ISP space, we're still processing pixels and maybe some images. In the vision processor space, we're inputting, processing whole frames and inputting and outputting images, and the output will have images as well as some information about the images. And in the fusion platform space, where we see inputs of images and the output being images, as well as information about the images, as well as some other integrated data about the images from other parallel sensors.